Hi guys, it's Collier from Let's Talk Retro, and today I would like to talk to you about a game I'm playing at the moment on my iPad. It's called Venture Kid and is available on the Apple App Store at the moment for a very reasonable 79p. I think it's also available on Steam. So what do you get for your 79p? Well, you get a game that looks like it's jumped right out of the 8-bit era and wouldn't look out of place running on a Master System or a Nintendo Entertainment System. The game's story is about our hero, a boy named Andy, who suits up and goes on an adventure to defeat his nemesis, the evil Dr. Teklov. And yes, Dr. Teklov is building a secret weapon, wouldn't you know it? And blah blah blah. Yes, we've all heard this far too familiar story so many times. Let's just move on, shall we? The game has simple colours and simple sprites, but that said, it's still fairly detailed with plenty of nice textures. Animations in the game are fast, fluid and responsive with no noticeable lag. The whole thing sort of looks part Alex Kidd, part Mega Man. There are 9 levels to work your way through, with a tough boss waiting for you at the end of each one. This King Kong one being my favourite so far. Nine levels may not sound like much at first, but this game is hard, and you'll find yourself having to play the levels time and time again in order to perfect them and succeed. That said though, the game just about manages not to be too frustrating and is addictive enough to keep you coming back to try again. There are a huge variety of enemies in this game to shoot and leap over, from snakes, rats, fish that look like piranhas, cute looking monkeys, flying bats, guys on motorbikes, and even scorpions, to name but a few. Along the way you will encounter the usual platformer hazards and pitfalls that you will need to try to avoid, like spikes, flames and lava pools. You get rewarded by a strange bearded guy with a new weapon each time you finish a level. These weapons give you new powers but only have a certain amount of charge, and once that's used up they are useless until you recharge them with a potion. It's obvious when you think about it, or maybe not. As you make your way through each level you collect shiny orbs that are either scattered around or dropped by fallen foes. The orbs serve as the game's currency, and you can use them in the item shop to get power up items like potions to refill your weapon's energy, extra lives, heart refills and more. The shop can be accessed at any time by pausing the game. If you don't have enough orbs, you can also purchase more orbs through in-app purchases. We're not fans of in-app purchases here at Let's Talk Retro, but at least here they are kept to a minimum. The touch controls in this game work reasonably well with simple left-right buttons, the shoot button and a jump button that makes you jump higher the longer you press it. If you can't stand touch controls, you will be glad to know that the game supports MFI controllers. This game is obviously in no way original, but it does replicate the old 8-bit and 16-bit platformers of yesteryears reasonably well, and takes you back to a time when games were simple to pick up and play, but also very, very hard. The game has nice colourful crisp graphics, a stonking chiptune soundtrack, and over time becomes a game that becomes frustratingly addictive and one we think you will love. We're pleased to award this game the Let's Talk Retro seal of approval, and we give it 8 out of 10. All that's left for me to do is to thank you for watching and to remind you that there's lots more retro themed gaming videos on our YouTube channel Let's Talk Retro. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, but until next time, keep it retro!